Blarla.
Hello peeps and welcome to Prison Architect. I'm Blarla and I love Prison Architect. I have spent so many hours playing this game in the past, but I haven't really played it since it was launched, and so much has changed. We now have a full campaign mode, which is how we're going to start this series. We're going to play through all of the campaign mode. We are then going to build a huge prison, all-female prison, because everybody does dude prisons, and I think it would be nice for us to do something a little bit different. It also allows us to take advantage of some of the new rooms that have been added to the game, like the nursery and stuff like that. I do have a name in the game. I'm wondering, would she turn up in our all-female prison? I don't know. Nancy Ripper Phillips. It's not my real name. This is my alter ego, Naughty Nancy. Nancy has a propensity for violence with sharp knives and stabbing weapons. Her extensive knowledge of biology makes her a very efficient killer. She comes to prison due to a snitch that will be swiftly dealt with upon her release. So there we go. There's Nancy. Let's hope that she turns up in our prison at some point. That would be pretty cool. And we want to collect all the Polaroids. We're going to unlock as many Steam achievements as possible. It's going to be so much fun. We will, once we've built the prison and we're happy with it and it's all glorious, I shall upload it to the Steam Workshop so that all you lovely peeps can enjoy it too. And then we will turn on gangs because when we start the prison, when we create a new prison, it'll be female. We'll probably go with Rita, and we'll have fog of war. We won't have forests. We won't have lakes or buildings. They just get in the way. We'll have failure conditions. We'll have events, and we'll have weather. We won't have unlimited funds. It's cheating. And we won't have gangs either. What we'll do is we will turn gangs on after I've uploaded the prison to the Steam Workshop, because in the immortal words of Crystal A,
gangs fuck your prison. Right, they fuck your prison good.
Yes, so we shall leave them for later on. And once gangs is on and we've had a nice playtime with that, I will go in the prison and try to escape from it in as many different ways as possible. So we're going to do all kinds with this prison. We're going to be here a very long time. Right, so not creating a prison just yet. We're going to start with campaign mode. Let's get going. Don't shed one tear for this guy. He's a stone cold killer, guilty as charged. He even confessed. Want to hear his description of what he did? It's juicy stuff. It was around 11 p.m. The lights were already on. I knew she was home. I knew I'd catch you two here. Edward, Don't! Just don't! What are you going to do? Clear as day, if you ask me. Deserves every volt he's gonna get. All men deserve forgiveness, even him. Are you so sure in yourself that you can deal out such final judgment? Catching your wife with another man is no excuse for what he did. And he went there with a loaded gun, knowing he'd find them together. That's double premeditated murder. He's done nothing but cooperate with the authorities. This state is making an example of him. If he'd committed his crime 100 miles north, he'd be looking at life imprisonment instead. How is that justice? Do you want a guy like this running free? I'll sleep just fine at night when I know he's gone. Can I help you? Are you looking for forgiveness? I don't know. I have to do something. I can't live with the things I've done. You have to turn yourself in. Whatever you've done, you cannot evade the consequences. You will never be able to live with yourself until you face up to your past. I want to go back. I want to forgive her. I want her to forgive me. God will forgive you no matter what you have done, if you ask him to. But you must answer for your crimes in the eyes of the law. There is no other way. It is time, Edward. You have done the right thing, even though this world will not forgive you for it. You will be with God soon, and he will have the final judgment on you. Edward Romsey, you have been found guilty of 2 counts of murder in the 1st degree. The penalty is death. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, hold my hand.
Susan, I'm sorry. There's a crisis brewing at one of our other facilities. Someone started a fire in the prison kitchen. The priority is to put it out. Stop any casualties and prevent more damage. My god, there's a survivor in the wreckage. How the hell did he survive that? You alright, mate? Oh dear. You okay? Christ on a crutch. It's Don Palermo. Of all the inmates, it just had to be our mob boss. The bad news for him is that budget cuts have meant we have had to sack all our permanent doctors. The good news is, our infirmary is still usable. Hire a couple of doctors and they'll take care of Don Palermo whilst we sort this mess out. Is he turning into Two-Face? Oh dear, you don't sound good. You don't sound good at all. Avenge me! He's not going to say that, is he? Oh, he's going to... Oh, shit, he's going to die. Ugh. I think he's trying to say something. Which of you cocksucking, faggot-banging, rat-piss motherfuckers did this? Oh, that's colourful. No one did this to you, Pappy. It was an accident. Bullshit! Shut your stinking mouth and listen good, the both of you. If I knew which of you fuck started that fire, I'd snap your stinking neck. But my time is done, and I'm going to die in this fucking bed. And there's a family business to run. The Palmo name is all we've got left. So you do the honourable thing, you dirty piece of shit fucks, capiche? Such a colourful guy. We know what to do, Pops. Well, it's sweet that they're all in jail together, isn't it? It's so sweet. Watch your fucking back. This isn't over, Nico. Dun dun dun. Oh, contraband. Our guys were dumping some of the old foodstuffs. They discovered packs of narcotics and bottles of alcohol hidden in the crates. Oh no. We suspected the Palmo family of smuggling into the facility for some time now, but we'd never been able to determine how. Some days it doesn't just rain, it pours. Don Victor Palmo, boss of one of the East Coast's most feared mob families. The Palmos eluded the FBI for decades. Anthony Palermo, the Don's eldest son and natural heir, ran the day-to-day operations. I love his red coat and hat. It's fantastic. Nico Temoretti wasn't a made man, but he was welcomed into the family business when he married the Don's only daughter, Vitalia. And Sonny Palmo, the Don's second son, the runt of the litter, temper like a pit bull, and only half as smart. Their empire ran a narcotics trade from Maine to Florida. That was until Anthony got caught in flagrant delicto. Shot dead by a jealous husband. Unfortunately for the family, police at the scene found 12 kilos of uncut cocaine in Anthony's sports bag. And the evidence led straight to the top. Overnight, everything the Palmo family had built up crumbled to the ground. The FBI had everything they needed to ensure they'd all rot in jail. Got a nice flat screen TV, look. Which leaves Vitalia, the Don's daughter, the only living member of the family who isn't behind bars. We don't know much about her, other than she was always kept outside the family business. But somebody on the outside must have been sending those drugs in. Yoho. Alone. Perfect. You took your time. Cut the bullshit. I never did know what that whore sister of mine saw in you. This her idea? Off the old man? Is that what you think, you fat fuck? I didn't mean for him to get hurt. I love him like he's my own father. I'm sick of seeing this family brought down by your stupidity. The fire was meant for you. Then consider this repaying the favour. Don't come the saint. We both know you plan to take me out one day. Yeah, you always were a smart guy, Nico. Look where it got you. Don't worry, you won't feel a thing. I told you, watch your back. Have you met Frankie before? He's got a unique talent with piano wire. Honestly, by the time he's finished, they'll think it was suicide. Italian. Italia. Sweet cheeks. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Hush now. They said Pops won't last the week. I know, I came to say goodbye. You know, we could walk away now, you and me. This fucking life, it's taken everything. I'd like that. But I can't. I'm a Palermo, Nico. And with Papa gone, And you, an outsider in this place? Our enemies would walk right over this family. I can't have that. I have to show them a Palmo still sits on the throne. What? So you're here to fucking whack me? After all we've been through? Nico. You're so old school. No, sweetheart. I'm divorcing you. The fuck? You kidding me? I'm a dead man in here without the family behind me. I know, sweetheart. But that's not my concern anymore. I wish you to a better place, Pappy. Goodbye, Nico. Fuck you, Nico. Riot at Alchemico State Prison, staff and security have withdrawn to the perimeter to wait for military assistance. A number of personnel are still unaccounted for, including company CEO Charles Wallace. Rioting erupted following the arrest of several high-profile judges, alleged to have taken kickbacks in return for imposing harsher prison sentences. Douglas Benedict, currently serving a life term, is believed to be the ringleader behind the outbreak of violence. Adding fuel to the fire, sources say the criminal underworld has recently been rocked by a series of high-profile murders, including the attempted assassination of mob boss Victor Palmo last month. City Mayor Calvin Heller released this statement just a few moments ago. To those who question our policies of punitive reform, this should act as a stark reminder. These men have housing and food provided, the privilege of paid work. This is how they reward the taxpayers who subsidise their comforts? CEO Charles Wallace's deputy, a relative newcomer to the post, has been tasked with restoring order. It has yet to be seen whether a lack of experience will prove costly during the difficult crisis. Fuck you. It's out of control here. Nobody is in charge. We've got multiple casualties and the remaining guards won't go into the rioting cell blocks. They've had to pull back to the perimeter. Figure out what to do and put a stop to this before it gets out of hand. Riot police should be here in a few minutes. Listen up. We've got your CEO. So this is how it works. I ask, you give. Any problems, send anyone in, or if I even smell a cop, I put a bullet in his skull. We want an unmarked vehicle. Blacked out windows. Full tank. 1 hour. I'll be in touch. Dream on, sunshine. Dream on. This is completely unacceptable. We need eyes on that canteen so we can see what's happening. There's a small security room to the north of the canteen. We need to secure it. Deploy some guards in there to man the CCTV console and we'll get vision of the whole cell block. Okay. He's naked. All of his clothes off in the excitement. Right. Okay, let's take a look at the hostage situation. Last chance to walk out of here, boss man. Ever played two-ball tag? Two bullets, 4 empty chambers. Used to play this with jackrabbits. We'd blow their heads clean off. Bet you'll work just the same. Let's start with a simple question. What were you doing in that office? I swear, I don't know anything. I've seen my own reflection enough to know a man doing wrong. Fine. Who goes first? You? Me? What about this guy? What do you know? Just like a jackrabbit. What was in those files? I swear, I don't know. Luck's running out. Still a bullet in there somewhere, and I know what I saw. Couldn't believe my own eyes. The big company man himself here in my prison, looking guilty as fuck. I'm guessing there was more in those files than just my rap sheet. Please, please don't. Odds are getting shorter, Wallace. I'll tell you what, I'll make it easier for you. Alright, enough with this bullshit. It's your turn, motherfucker, unless you tell me what I want to know. I can't, please. Okay, please, please, don't shoot. It was money. It was all money. That's it. You're valuable commodities. The longer any of you are in here, the more profit we make. We were just bending the rules. That file was the proof. So what are we worth? What do you get for keeping us inside? $73,000 a year. Each! Son of a bitch! It's time for you to start paying back. I want my wills now. Wallace is joining us, and if I catch sight of a tail, you'll be scraping pieces of him off the freeway. That's it, it's time to bring this situation to an end. The team is all in position. None of us are getting out of here. It's not you they want. What are you talking about? I did it for money, but he did it for political gain. The longer the sentences, the more votes he got. What the fuck are you talking about? Mayor Heller. It was his blueprint. I just oiled the wheels. Those files were the evidence that could destroy his career. You are shitting me. What the fuck? They're coming in, get ready! I fucking warned you!